top of the food chain here for success, for those people who scored from 85 to 100, those are the people, I call them magicians, money magicians. You know why I call them that? Because these are the people that seem to conjure up success out of thin air. They're the movers and shakers of the world-class entrepreneurs. They seem to always pull the rabbit out of the hat. You're like, how? Wow, they're in the right place. How? Look at them. They're so lucky. They have the Midas what? The Midas what? If you scored 85 to 100, raise your hand. It's probably a bunch of, yeah. 1, 2, in the front. What a shocker. Okay? Stand up. Give them a round of applause. Please don't be shy. It's helpful to everybody. Everybody stand. It's really helpful when you stay standing. Oh, don't be shy. Come on, stand up. Stand up. You take a seat. Thank you. It's just really helpful to people to see. And I'm going to describe you, all of you, to a T. I know who you are. I'm with you, by the way. I mean, I score very high in this, okay? Very, very high, in the high 90s. And here's the deal, okay? Number one, you take action. Or you're a person of action, yes or no? Abstract, massive action. When they're presented with an opportunity, they don't dwell on it. They look at it, boom, and they do it. These are the first people that invest in themselves. They know that knowledge is the real estate of the 21st century. That's why they're here. They're rich and they're here learning more. They have a belief about learning. They're always growing, because either you're growing or you're dying. Say it, I'm growing or I'm dying. That's life. You're growing or you're dying. You're never staying in one spot. You're going one way or the other. So you got to be growing, because we're naturally decaying as human beings. We got to be growing. Does that make sense? Yes? Yes. These are the people that when they take vacations, they not only go to exotic places, but they enjoy it. Because there's not that much pressure, because they got it working. It seems to be graceful. It's elegant. Okay? They're elegant about it. Here are the beliefs of the magicians. They have some core beliefs that are very powerful for making money. One, of course, I'm the master of my own destiny. They know that the world is theirs. They make their world happen. They're not creatures of circumstance. Number two, I must play to win. They don't play not to lose. True or true? You don't play defense, you play offense. True magician? Yes? Magicians don't play out of fear. They go at it to win, not to tie, and certainly not to lose. That's not how they play the game. You never win playing defense. Say, I must play offense. Louder, I must play offense. I must play what? What? This is important, by the way. This is a really important thing, because people who are not succeeding, they play defense. They maintain this. They try to maintain, and you can't. You can't maintain. You grow or you die, one way or the other. Next thing, they know, and this is huge, they know that success requires constant and never-ending improvement. This is a core belief. It's a core tactic. It's a core trait of any very successful man or woman. They are constantly investing in themselves. They grow themselves. This is weird universal law. Let me tell you what it is. Because I'm not like the Zen-like guy, right? I don't probably strike it as Zen, right? But here's the deal. There are all these universal laws. One of them is that if you grow yourself, it's sort of things come to you. Like you create almost this vacuum. Everyone understand that? You grow yourself first, and then things start to come. You can't, if you're this big, you can't have lots of money, because the money spills, you'll lose it all. You have to grow yourself, make yourself bigger as a money person, a success person, and the universe will not allow you to stay empty very long. Does that make sense? Yes? Yes. So rich people, it's a trait that rich people all have, everyone, they constantly are improving themselves. Bottom line. They're constantly seizing opportunity. They take advantage of opportunity wherever they are. They're always scanning and looking. They have a vision for sure, but they're scanning and looking. Let me give you an example in my own life in a kind of a funny time. When I was in jail and Tommy Chong said, hey, you got to write a book. Do you think I was the only person he told that to? He probably told the same thing to 25 people. But I'm the only one that did it. Why? I took advantage of what? Of what? Everyone yell this one out. I take advantage of opportunity. What's next? What's next is called bulldozers. Go put this up, bulldozers. I call them bulldozers because these are really rich people, successful people, but they bulldoze their way. It's not quite as elegant. They steamroll their way to success. They work their tails off. They're serial goal setters. They're achievers. It's the achiever mentality, and they are successful, no doubt about it. But when they take a vacation, they go to an exotic place and they worry themselves sick about what's going on back home. Okay? If you're a bulldozer, if you score between 70 and 84, raise your hand. Probably a lot of them. Stand up, bulldozers. Come on. Stand up. Come on. Round of applause. Just before you sit down, stand for that. Tell me if this is not you. Okay? You make a lot of money, but you're working, you're more barreling through shit versus just magically happening, right? When you go away on vacation, you have fun, but you're still stressed out. True or true? Right? You make more money than you have in assets. In other words, you're an earner, but you haven't quite got the whole acquiring assets. True or true? Most of you. There's always some exception, but most part, okay? You're a person, you take action, but you sometimes worry sick over it. You take it, you overcome your fears, you step into fear, but you feel anxiety. True? Okay? Give me a round of applause, by the way. Their beliefs, just so you know, are the same as magicians, but they're lacking a couple of skill sets. There's something a bit, maybe it's a belief they have, maybe they don't have a vision that's right there, and usually it's about closing too. Even a salesperson, they can just use a little distinction, and bam, they go to the next level. The level below that is something I call grinders. These are people who are grinding out a living. It's tough. You're making your rent, maybe you own a house, the mortgage is driving you crazy, you have some balances on your credit cards. You know, when you take a vacation, it's more about not having to go to work than going someplace exciting, okay? You're not making forward motion, and at this point in your life, you start to say, you know what, I gotta maintain. You're not playing offense anymore. It's more about I'm grinding it out. Let me give you the beliefs here real quickly. I gotta move quickly because I wanna teach you persuasion. Okay? They tend to think their past equals their future. They also get on this I must maintain bandwagon. They think that success is about hard work and sticking to what you know. Notice the difference. The top level of success it requires constant, never-ending improvement. Here, people stick to what you know, and they start to believe that opportunities are a fantasy, meaning they're for other people. Yeah, you know, they're not total naysayers, but like, maybe it's not for me. That's the grinder mentality. Next, and the lowest level here, and don't be embarrassed, I call them the Eakers because they're eking out a living. And this is when your score is very low, and listen, honestly, it's a direct reflection of where you are. If your score is here, you're not doing well financially. Let me just give you the beliefs of the Eakers here. They're pretty destructive. I'm a creature of circumstance. They believe the world happens to them. They're already, it's not my fault anymore. It's pointless to try to make things better. They've given up. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. They think they're untrainable. It's set in stone. And lastly, opportunities, not fantasies, they're traps. They start to believe they're actually traps. I won't do that because if someone's trying to fool me, a trap. They lose the ability to use judgment. To say, you know what, I've heard it makes sense, and they don't take action. Does that make sense? Yes?